this is Jerry, and welcome to the channel. I decided I wanted to create some videos actually because I wanted to document some experience that I had. It's crazy right now, actually. I wanted to document some experience that I had, especially the experience I just had like 6 days ago, with terms of my first heartbreak, first breakup, and how it went, and kind of like what the thought process is like right now. I have no script for this, so I low-key just sat on like a random box and I'm just recording it. But yeah, so I don't know what to say, honestly. Like, but yeah, I don't know. This is just my first video. It's gonna be super raw, but yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of my way of documenting what I've been thinking about, some thoughts, some ideas, and maybe some things we can learn, right? So yeah, leading up to the breakup I had with my girlfriend, we were both really chaotic emotionally, so we had a ton of triggers. Like, I would do something, it would trigger her, and then she would do something, it would trigger me, and it would just be a back and forth cycle, really, of triggers. And I would say, like, that's kind of one of the big things which I believe really messed a lot of things up in the relationship, and I think that's eventually the reason why we broke up. And I think the reason was also mostly I had a decent amount of fault in it. I want to preface, like, I'm not the victim here. I think everyone's kind of a victim in terms of breakups because it hurts everyone. But I don't want to act like that person that, got their heart broken, because it was really me that, did it first, kind of. And yeah. And, it's kind of weird because when you're a teenager, there's so much you don't know. I didn't even realize that, honestly, because when I was got in the relationship with my girlfriend, I thought that things were lasting forever, and I thought about a ton of different things, right? But I think it's very interesting and very weird how a bunch of different people think at different ages, and how naive I kind of was during that time. But I'll get into like some things I've learned, and some things I wanted to share. So it's actually really cool. So I learned that no contact is a good thing. Literally yesterday, or I think 2 days ago, I texted her. I literally couldn't keep the urge. It was like 4 days, and I texted her. So I did that, and today we basically stopped texting. A few hours ago, I realized that I was really hurting her by texting her, and it was making it hard for her to move on. So I had to end it. And that made it harder for both of us to move on, and especially her, because it hurt her a lot. And I wasn't really respecting her wishes. I was just trying to get back, right? And it sucks, man, because now when you think back to it, it's like, well, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe if I hadn't done that, maybe we would have been back together, right? But I don't know. I think a lot of things in life, it's just, I don't know, right? You gotta leave it to God. You gotta leave it to the Lord. You gotta just keep going. Yeah. It's getting really cold. But I was just thinking a while ago, like, in terms of breakups, like, I searched up online that 30% of them get back together. And I don't know. I guess I thought that was gonna be like my situation, but turns out that that's not the case, right? I think an advice that I would give to a lot of people who are experiencing it for the first time, like, I'm 16 years old right now. It's my really first time, first love, first breakup, all of that. Is I would just say to, like, take your emotions to God, man. because you're gonna have those emotional moments where it's just like you can't stop doing any. You don't want to do anything. You can't like resist the urge to go text them, or to go and look at the photos, look at the memories, stalk them, even see if they're doing well. You can't resist that urge a lot of the times. And a lot of the times it's also just pure emotional chaos. Like, you have this sense of doom, right? That, you're never gonna be all right ever again. This is like the only thing that you ever cared about. Like, you have no purpose. Like, for me, when I first broke up, I genuinely had no purpose, because I was doing things, for her. I was working to get to a good university for her, because it was actually long distance, right? I was yeah, she lived in Cali, I lived in Mississauga in Canada. But it was hard, man. Like, everything I did was for her, bro. And I didn't realize how important it was to her, like her emotions and stuff. I didn't realize how important that was. I didn't know what it meant to her, like all these different emotional stuff, and it was really, really hard to just understand that you messed up, you made a mistake that made it so that you had to endure the scar. And it's like, it's hard to just not regret it, right? And I think I've just been going to God recently, just saying like, hey, this is, how it's went. Like, this is just how it goes. And there's a better plan that God has for you. No matter how bad it is, you can't even see it right now, but it's something there, right? So, in emotional chaos, I would say, go to God, and then when you get better, go to God again, right? And receive instruction from Him to what to do next. Yeah. It's getting really cold. I might have to start getting back, but I thought that I get to record this video for people who might want to resonate with me, because I wasn't even on, quote unquote, the right side of the breakup. I guess there is no right side, but I wasn't really doing great in the relationship, and it only hit hard after it ended. So yeah, if anyone has any comments, any ideas, any things, I'd be happy to just answer them, man, because this is something I want to relate to other people on. I want to have a community of people that know what it means to go through hard things, that can get real, that can learn to struggle, to have this community where we understand each other. And I guess that's what really saves a lot of people from just drowning in their own thoughts. So yeah, but I wanted to record this to keep everything updated, and see, maybe I'll look back in like a month, in 2 months, a year, I don't know, and I'll feel like this was a normal experience. And yeah, thank you for hearing the full video. If anyone stuck along to the end, that's crazy, given how really poorly edited this is, and just how spontaneous this was. Like, I went out of my house, I was like, hey, let's record a video, why not? And so thanks for anyone for sticking around, and I really hope to see some people, some of y'all, resonating with me, or something like that, man. Peace.